Namaste and good morning. Well, we have a nice rainy day here in New York, Jamaica, Queens. But prayer should be all the time because in these moments when the sun doesn't come out, we create the sun because we are consciousness. And consciousness, when it's there in a dark room, it gives that brightness to our existence. So this morning, let us start with prayers. And let's imagine that Sundarine is here, and let's do that prayer. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Well, let's welcome to Mandir again this morning. And sorry to be a little late, but again, meditation is such an important part of the sadhu's life and everyone's life, and I pay utmost importance. When I feel I hit it off, then I stay, and then I come out. Anyway, this morning I want to tell you about, I was listening to our one of our Panditji, Pandit Rajan Balgoben. He's at our ashram in New Jersey, and he's doing a fantastic job. So many people are seeing him. Very popular person, very, very learned in the scriptures, and he can deliver it good with music. He reminds me of my good friend Sri Prakash Kasai, both from Guyana. Anyway, he was talking, and as I was listening, and the energy was flowing and all of that. And then when it came to the arati, something struck me. That after a beautiful delivery, then I said, oh, the one thing that was missing, I was thinking about it. What was that one thing? The Guruji, Swami Parameshananda ji. And when I saw his murti in the altar there, in a beautiful altar, then I think of the experiences that I had with Swami Parameshananda. That he would have said all the scriptures, all the pilgrimages, all the charity, all the austerities, without the grace of the Guru, you cannot get to that place of consciousness. And then I remember my experiences, and the first time I had it in Jamaica, in Long Island. I was there and then going to sleep and waking up, and Guruji transformed me, make me to a realized soul, pure soul. And this is so important because he sustained it, and throughout my life and doing all the activities of the ashram. So when I see these things, then I remember that yes, he would have asked us to study the scriptures for many hours in the day, always studying the scriptures. And I did, and some of it, but it always goes back to doing the seva. Because the ashram, when I was looking for the G, that's his speciality. But for us at the BHARAT SEVASHRAM, showing the Swamijis and the disciples, our speciality is seva. And when we do the seva, what happens? The purification comes, and immediately the Guruji, Swami Parameshananda ji, will give his grace, meaning he will take us out of this mundane world. I speak for myself, and I know other Swamijis have experienced that. He will take us out of this mundane world and put us on that plateau of consciousness. How he does that is through his miracle, and that's God's grace, because God's grace is miracle. And then I would have, when I'm there now, then I would think that, oh, how would it feel to come out from this illusionary world? And Krishna Bhagwan was said it very nicely in Bhagavad Geeta Ch5 verse 15. He says, Arjuna, I created this universe with the 5 elements and I give it life. But I have nothing to do with what's happening on, say, Mother Earth with human beings. That the sins and the virtues have nothing to do with me. That they are separate from me. And this is all, sins and evil are for my creation. And all of us, we are part of that. And this is the illusion that he created. And he would have said that if you come to me, in the other verses 16 and 17, if you come to me, then I will help you to get rid of this illusion. And the analogy of this, like you go to the theater, and before the movie comes on, what happens? You see a blank screen. And when the movie comes on, the light comes off, and the movie comes, you see it, and you get so much engrossed in it. And then only when the movie is finished and the light comes on again, then you realize, oh, it was all a movie. And this is what Krishna Bhagavan is, the analogy is saying, that we need that guru to help us to take out from this illusionary world. And here this morning, the illusion is caused by the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. And this mandir, we see it all. Here we see it. Here's earth, and here's water. Sun is there, fire, air, and space. And this mandir is such an easy mandir. And our senses, utilizing these 5 elements, becomes our mind when they go into our brain. So the body and mind is coming from the environment, from the 5 elements. And when they go to the brain, we can react. That will be a mind factor. That will be a mind thing. But if we respond, we do discrimination, then what happens? Oh, it will be that we will make that right decision. And this is what it's all about. So this mandir here, it has everything, and our intellect is here already. The only thing is missing is the abhiman, the ego. And that can be crushed when we do surrender to the Lord. This morning it's a simple message, and let us pay adorations to Guru, because when I saw it there last night, and he added that extra, that element of consciousness, that is the power of the Guru. We can have all the intellectual understanding from the books or scriptures, but without the Guru, we can't have that moksha and liberation. So with that, let us pay adoration to Guru. Om Dhyana Moolam Guru Murti, Puja Moolam Guru Param, Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. Oh Gurudev, meditation in you is it should be my sadhana. Doing your worship, that will give me the devotion. Reading your utterances, the Shanghavani, what are the 10 divine messages, what is the goal of life, self-realization, universal emancipation, what is religion, self-sacrifice, self-abnegation, self-discipline, adherence to truth and countenance, what is real death, forgetfulness of the self, what is real life, self-remembrance, self-consciousness, self-possession, what are real virtues, heroism, virility, humanliness, and aspiration for emancipation. What are real sins? Weakness, fear, cowardice, meanness, and selfishness. What are real sources of strength? Patience, fortitude, and endurance. What are real assets? Self-confidence, self-reliance, self-respect. What are real enemies? Indolence, slumber, inertia, procrastination, lustful senses, and passion. What are real friends? Energy, enthusiasm, and perseverance. And these are the things that when we recite them, when we memorize them, he would have said to his monk disciples and that memorize the Shanghavani, and then this will be your protection. You will think of me all the time, and give this Shanghavani to the masses of people, and help them to liberate themselves. This is the objects of Bharat SEVASHRAM Shai. So this morning, let us bring our minds to this place. Let us always think of the Guruji. Never forget about him. Always think about him, whoever your Guruji is. Whoever that God that you pray to, the Christ, the Buddha, Lord Shiva. Here's the lingam. How beautiful this lingam is. Lord Shiva. Oh, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Bhagwan Sri Ram, Mother Durga. Oh, these are all Adi Devas and Adi Devis. And then all the deities, the demigods that you pray to, that you ask for worldly possessions, like Mother Lakshmi, Ganesh Ji, and Mother Saraswati for knowledge. You can pray to them, but remember, go to the Satguru who's waiting for you. Let us all do some meditation this morning. Om Sri Guru Shivaya Namah. 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 And just to let you know that Pandit Rajan Balgobin, he will continue tonight starting at 6:30. That's New York time. You can get him on Facebook and you search Rajan, R-A-G-N, Balgobin, B-A-L-G-O-B-I-N, and he's doing a fantastic job. And to have him in the ashram is so good that you can learn from it. But remember, always the final touch to it, that you have to go to the Guru, Swami Parameshananda Ji, and he will give you that moksha. He'll give you that grace where we transcended the body, mind, intellect, and ego, and you be a liberated soul. This morning, let us think about this. Let us have the power of discrimination. Let's do meditation. And then what happened? We'll get to that place of samadhi where we become one with consciousness. We would have returned where we came from. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om. Bolo Sisi Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Continue your meditation, please.